Let me start with something that sounds ordinary, but absolutely is not. Africa just expanded a professional talent agreement, not emergency labor, dependency, crisis management, teachers, skilled educators by design. This week, Rwanda welcomed 143 additional teachers from Zimbabwe, bringing the total number of Zimbabwean educators working in Rwanda to around 300. This was a sudden move. This was an expansion of an existing agreement between the two African states. No donor picnic, no Western supervision, just Africa coordinating Africa. And remember, if you want more Africa First stories the Western media ignores, hit subscribe. We don't chase the headlines, we chase the truth. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this teacher exchange matters far beyond classrooms and how Africa is quietly building its own international talent circulation system. Africa isn't losing talent anymore. It's circulating it.
And I believe that as the second cohort teachers, we are going to work very hard and show that we are competent, and we are going to bring new things to the education system that we are coming with from home, as well as learning from your system as well. I do believe that everyone before being a teacher was once a learner. Everyone before being an expert was once a beginner, but we all crossed to the other side through learning. And I believe that at this point, we are going to help learners here in Rwanda to come across the bridge and be somebody in life, because we are going to deliver, we are going to teach them, and we are also going to learn from them. And I believe that as teachers, we do not only offer education to learners, but we also act as role models to them outside the classroom or outside the block. So we believe that as the second cohort, together with the first cohort, who are our brothers and sisters, we are going to continue working very hard and show that we are really competent and we are really here to learn.
When you came here in Rwanda, we were welcomed and they installed that mindset that Africa, we are one. We would like to appreciate that brotherhood and sisterhood spirit that is in our brothers and sisters who are already in Rwanda. We really like to appreciate. Now, as I am concluding, our president says, Nika inovakwa neve nevayo. In English, it means a country is built by its own people. What am I saying? We are Africans. We are one. Together, we can build Africa. In fact, together, we are building Africa. Let us continue to partner with the vision of their excellencies, President Paul Kagame and President His Excellency Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, to impact life and change Africa. Together, we are changing lives. As I'm going to sit down, let me assure you, Rwanda, let me assure you, Zimbabwe, that it is our passion to teach. This is our calling. This is our journey. Together, we can change lives through education. Thank you.
And I can tell you that President Kagame here, he is a champion of innovation. And indeed, we await to see also your innovations in terms of your teaching, your methods, and your products. And
all right, so here's the accurate context. Rwanda and Zimbabwe already had a formal cooperation agreement that allowed experienced Zimbabwean teachers to work in Rwandan schools. On December 21st, 2025, 143 additional educators arrived in Kigali, reinforcing a program that was already in motion. With this latest group, the number of Zimbabwean teachers in Rwanda now stands at approximately 300. That detail matters because this isn't reactionary policy. It's planned expansion. Rwanda identified staffing needs, built a partnership, and scaled it internationally. Zimbabwe has contributed trained professionals, expanded opportunity for its educators, and kept skills circulating within Africa. So apparently, Africa can do workforce planning without a white paper and a 10-year pilot, right? So here's what people are trained to believe. African professionals only move out of Africa, that skilled labor flows north by default, and that cooperation requires Western oversight. But this agreement proves that partnerships within Africa already have surplus skills and some countries, right? Shortages in others as well, and that capacity to match both internally. So Zimbabwean teachers aren't escaping, they're being contracted. So Rwanda isn't importing expertise, it's partnering with the peer. So this is horizontal cooperation, not dependency. And so this is a power move because strong regions don't rely on external labor pipelines. They circulate talent internally. So Europe does it, Asia does it, and now Africa is doing it deliberately, right? So Africa didn't lose teachers. It finally stopped exporting them for free. So this matters because classrooms benefit immediately. They have experienced educators, stable learning environments, and they can mentor local teachers. So this is an opportunity to raise instructional quality, and it's an opportunity to increase the capacity day by day. So brain drain can also slow without force here. So instead of Zimbabwean educators going to UK or overseas, movement becomes from Zimbabwe to Rwanda. That keeps salaries, experiences and professional growth inside of the continent. So this is a developmental shift or a logic shift for Africa because for decades, Africa exported talent and imported consultations. So this model flips that equation. African skills solve African gaps, right? So African wages stay African, African institutions strengthen. And it turns out brain drain slows down when the brain has somewhere to go in the continent, right? So this model doesn't stop, with teaching. It scales to healthcare, engineering, technology, vocational training, higher education, right? So just imagine Kenyan nurses rotating across East Africa, Ghanaian engineers supporting regional infrastructure, or Ethiopian aviation trainers staffing continental academies. This isn't idealism. This is integration through people. And here's the strategic consequence, right? When African talent circulates internally, external gatekeepers, they lose leverage, right? So we're not looking to do that. No visa bottlenecks, no overstay panic, no permission required, right? So one emotional truth to leave you with is Africa doesn't lack talent. It lacked internal circulation oftentimes. So, mashallah, that's your African Insight for today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I'm Mr. EmpowerTV. We don't chase the headlines, we chase the truth behind them. This is Mr. Empower, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.